Welcome to Living on Student Loans, Games That Pay, and a Prayer, the podcast where we talk about real life, real struggles, and the small wins that keep us going, all mixed with a little humor along the way. I'm Mickey Laureen, and I'm glad you're here. So, picture this. By day, I'm in school, hustling through assignments, projects, and deadlines. By night, I'm at home, juggling bills, watching the calendar, and quietly stressing about the upcoming holidays. The competition in my course really picked up around the second week of the arts portion. The competition, all in fun, was stirring things up in a good way. Truth is, I couldn't hold a candle to his work. His projects were amazing, but because of that little friendly rivalry, I got to know a truly fabulous person, and I'm grateful for that. We were making projects for our portfolios, and whoever designed that course clearly has a thing for elephants. They were everywhere. Elephants in sketches, elephants in paintings, elephants in designs. If it had a trunk, it was in the syllabus. That course was full of undoing, redoing, starting over, and laughing through the mess. And our teacher? She has the patience of about 2,000 angels. I would have quit on me halfway through, but she didn't. She kept encouraging me and gave great feedback all the way through. She saw something in me I couldn't always see in myself. But while we were achieving in school, at home it was a different story. We were worrying about the upcoming holiday. Money was tight, and my medicine was running out. I had to take an embarrassing step and lean on both a friend and my son. And let me tell you, a mom shouldn't have to borrow from her child. At least, that's how it felt in my heart. I ended up doing Christmas on credit, and my son did Christmas dinner. And you know what? I loved his cooking. He absolutely nailed it. We were hanging in there with determination, love, and a whole lot of grace. That's the thing about this season of life. On the outside, it might look like just being a student. But underneath, it's living on student loans, games that pay, and a prayer. It's competing in class while competing with your own doubts. It's starting over on an art project for the 5th time, and then going home to figure out how to stretch what's left in the fridge. But in the middle of all that, the small wins start to matter more. A kind teacher, a friend who pushes you, a son who cooks Christmas dinner, a project that finally turns out right. Those are the rebounds. So if you're listening to this and you're in that place, juggling school, bills, health, holidays, and hope, just know, you're not alone. We're all out here doing the best we can with student loans, games that pay, and one honest prayer at a time. Thanks for hanging out with me on Living on Student Loans, Games That Pay, and a Prayer. If you're in a season of redoing, starting over, or just barely hanging on, I'd love for you to notice one small win from your week, no matter how tiny it seems. Until next time, be kind to yourself, laugh when you can, and remember, this might not be the end of your story. It might just be the setup for your rebound. I'm Mickey Laureen, and I'll talk to you soon. Art class rivalries, elephant projects, and Christmas on credit. Mickey Laureen shares what it's really like living on student loans, games that pay, and a prayer. Option B. Even shorter, Mickey Laureen shares real stories of school, struggle, small wins, and living on student loans, games that pay, and a prayer.